Thank you. I read the report on the OECD with a great deal of surprise. There is a lot of talk in the report about going back to growth. We've also heard a lot of talk about inequality and people left behind. But there is one group of people who have been left behind that the OECD has not been very helpful at helping us to try and find a solution. And I refer in this to the series of islands in the Caribbean that have suffered enormous devastation as a result of the hurricanes that have swept across there. The UK is a country that already contributes 0.7% of GNI to international aid, and I would have thought there would have been a little more interest in helping us out with a major catastrophe that is both humanitarian and economic, by helping us to revise the definition of what constitutes international aid. The devastation caused by the series of hurricanes that have struck the British Virgin Islands, Anguilla, Turks and Caicos and others has been absolutely phenomenal. And the island of Barbuda has ended its 300 years of total occupation as a result of these hurricanes. Now, I'm convinced that the cause of these hurricanes is climate change. This is a climate change that has been caused by the very OECD countries that we are mentioning in this report. And I think there is every reason why they should take a great deal of interest in trying to sort this problem out. There is enormous frustration at the inability of the OECD to make itself relevant. And by that, I mean helping people to believe that it can actually help and make a difference to them. Turning briefly to the issue of taxation, the OECD has a long reputation for its model taxation treaty and for looking after double taxation more generally. And I hope that in its efforts to increase transparency, it is not going to lose this focus on double taxation and avoiding double taxation, which has been a mainstay of the OECD. Finally, I would turn to the comments that were made about employment. There is a good reason that the UK has not implemented the OECD recommendations that are set out in this report. Unemployment in the UK has fallen to a 42-year low. I say that again, has fallen to a 42-year low. And the OECD recommendations may simply not be the right ones for the country to adopt if it is to go forward and take that unemployment figure to an even lower figure throughout the country.